Hi, welcome to the Anxiety Doesn't Own Me podcast. My name is Emmanuel Isaacson, and I'm here to help you to heal your anxiety naturally. On today's episode, what I am going to try to help you guys out with is to have some sort of direction. Because a lot of us right now, we are confused, we are lost, we are hopeless. We don't think that we're able to overcome this struggle that we're going with anxiety. And we just don't know where to go anymore because what we knew beforehand, how we used to deal with issues beforehand, today, now, we can't deal with the same exact tools because the situation that we are currently dealing with is completely different than everything else. Because it's not that something that is external, it's more of an internal struggle in our mind, which is more difficult, I think, than anything else in life to deal with the mental health to make us better. It is a very hard thing to do because we're so used to being a certain way, which brought us to having an anxiety disorder, and we're trying to do the same exact thing, which is creating more anxiety. And I don't want to make you, stressed out or anything like that. I want to make you aware, because if you're going to continuously go the same route, even though we're going to try different things here and there, but our habits is the same, the way we used to deal with situations are the same, and we get the same exact results, and it makes us feel hopeless. It makes us feel lost. We don't know what's going on with us, and it's difficult. I remember going through this. I remember how lost and confused I was. In the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm going to try to figure this out. I'm going to try to overcome this. Even though I was kind of confused of what was happening with me, I still had some sort of hope and motivation to overcome this. But there was a point all of a sudden where I just felt like I can't do this. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, what's going on with me? Like, I felt so confused. I was like, whatever I'm doing is not helping. So what can I do over here? Why isn't anything helping me? And this is where our despair comes from. We feel completely hopeless over there. And then we are completely lost. We don't see the light anymore at the end of the tunnel. In the beginning, we see the light. You're like, okay, I can get there, which it can start getting difficult. And we see like we're stuck there for years on end. And I know a lot of people experience that. I was there for 3 years trying to figure it out and try to maneuver out of out of my situation. But the thing is that we need to find sort of direction. The question is over here, how do we find the direction? How do we find somebody? And how do we get out of our situation? Because right now, everything seems like it's hopeless. There's no way in overcoming it. Something that I did is that I was searching for anybody that went through it to be able to help me to overcome my situation that I'm dealing with right now. And it was very difficult to find that person. It took me quite some time to find that person, but I'm so glad that I did because it started me. It gave me a direction and gave me a foundation to work with because I had somebody who understood me and was in the same situation I was, in the same shoes, in the same boat, and was able to take me from point A to point B. Now, of course, that he was able to help me to control my anxiety and not heal it, but that still was a start. It was still a start that was able to help me grow. It was still a great, direction that I had to be able to help me go to get out of my situation. Now, that's going to take some time, of course, to find that person. And thankfully, you have that person. It's me. And this is why I provide the coaching and I do the course and everything, because I want to help people much faster than they would have experienced. It's like, would you rather do it on your own where you don't know what's happening and it can take you years? Or would you rather have somebody who has already done it and has a proven method and knows exactly how to get there in a shortcut so that you could overcome and heal your anxiety and be the person that you once was? Right? Where you can go out and do things and do whatever you like, go wherever you like. It's amazing, to be back to that person that you once was. And it just takes some time, of course. It definitely does take time. But again, we need that direction. We need that hope. And that person, whatever it is going to get you. It's going to take you through the tunnel to the end of to the light of the end of the tunnel. It's going to take you there. Now, again, of course, we need to walk and get there and put in the effort, of course. That's something that we need to do on ourselves, because if not, then nobody's able to do it, no matter who's going to come and help you. It doesn't matter what. But at the end of the day, we need that certain foundation. We need that certain start, a certain direction, a certain compass that we are, so that we know where we're going. Because right now we don't know where we're going. We're lost. We're completely lost. Our compass is going haywire. It's like in Pirates of the Caribbean, with whenever Jack Sparrow, whenever he was holding the compass and he didn't understand what was going on with it. I think it was Jack Sparrow was holding the compass or somebody, and the compass was just like spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. Same thing with us right now. It's just spinning. It's not giving us the direction that we need. It's not helping us, not showing us. And that's why we need a coach. That's why we need somebody that's going to take us from point A, who has been in the situation, the same situation as you, take you from point A all the way to point B. And it's gonna help you speed up the process. Like if somebody, like I was looking for somebody who was able to help me, who was understanding me, and that took me some time to find. But I didn't give up. I said, this person is going to be able to help me the most. And they did. He did. He was able to help me out the most out of everybody because he understood me, because he was in my situation. He gave me some sort of direction, hope, motivation, inspiration. These are things that we need. He was able to work with my mind and how to control my anxiety and how it works, because we need to understand what is going on with us. A lot of us, we are lost. We don't understand what's happening with us because, this is something completely new. It's not something that you ever experienced before. So we need that clarity, like, hey, what's going on with me over here? What do I need to do? I need to understand why am I experiencing this? Is this thing dangerous, what I'm experiencing? Because a lot of us think that. Why am I going to the ER room? Why am I constantly Googling things? Why am I going to the doctor? Why am I feeling all these symptoms? Why can I not sleep? Why do I feel disconnected with reality? Why do I feel disconnected with myself? Why am I experiencing panic attacks? Like, for what reason am I going through this? And why do I feel completely different? And I can't be the same person that I once was. How come I can't be there? We always ask these questions. And it was something that used to plague me. It used to plague me into like, why am I going through this? I don't understand. Did I do something bad? Why am I getting punished? That's what I used to think. Why am I getting punished? For what reason? What did I do wrong? I don't deserve this. It's not right. I'm 20 years old. What could I have done wrong in my life to deserve this punishment? That's the way I used to look at it. I used to look at it as anxiety and punishment. And you know what? It makes sense to think that way because of the struggle and how hard it is to deal with it. And a lot of us, we just kind of like get used to it and we start living with it. And we have those ups and downs where some days we feel great and some days we don't, but we just live with it and it becomes the norm. And that's an issue because we shouldn't be that way as it being the norm for us to deal with it. Like I was determined, and that's something you need to be. I want to be determined in overcoming my anxiety so that I don't need to deal with it, so that I don't experience this anymore. I don't care if some days I have good and bad days. I want to have good days. That's what I said to myself. So in a way, it pushed me into overcoming my anxiety. It helped me and motivated me because I want this thing for myself. And it's just like this with anything in life. Whenever you want something, whenever you want it, what's going to happen? You're going to try to acquire it, but you really need to be determined. Also with anything, let's say in business, for example, you want to become successful, in business. We need to be determined in order to overcome the ups and downs in business. In order to become successful, it takes time. That's the thing. It takes time to grow. Just like a tree. If you plant a tree, what happens? Not from the day to tomorrow that the tree's going to grow and everything and going to bear fruit. No, it's going to take some time. Same thing with us. When we're babies, when we're born, how long does it take for us to become an adult? It takes time to grow. Also with God, when he created the world, it took him 7 days. Why didn't he create everything in 1 day? What was the reason for it to be 7 days? What's the reason behind that? To show that it takes time and that growth, that it takes some time to actually grow and do things that are going to be significant in life. So that's going to help us. It's going to help us in order for us to be able to be patient with our growth and understand like what's happening with us, and also to be able to like give us motivation, to give us inspiration to continue moving forward, because we understand like, hey, this is my goal, I need to achieve this. Like for me, it took me 2.5 years after my severe anxiety of those ups and downs, but I didn't want to live with ups and downs the rest of my life. I said, man, I don't want to live like this the rest of my life. I want to get out of this completely. And today, over 9 years, I'm already anxiety free. I don't experience anxiety. I don't experience symptoms. I don't even think about it anymore. Even though that I speak about it all day, I work on it all day with people, podcast, whatever it is. My whole entire day is just revolved around anxiety, but I don't experience it because it doesn't bother me anymore. So we want to get to that place and not settle. We cannot settle in being that place. But the first thing that we need to do, the first step is to get the right direction, the right way in how to overcome our anxiety. We need that person, and that's the way we're going to get started. That's going to be your first step. A lot of us, we think right away, I already know what to do. Or maybe this person is not going to be the right fit for me. But we need to try. We're never going to know until we actually try. Like for me, I went through multiple therapists, and a lot of them, most of them, 99% of them didn't understand what I was going through. They couldn't relate. They couldn't connect until that one person that went through it. That one, but he wasn't even a therapist. He was a social worker, which again, same thing. I think he's actually much better than most because he's really good. Again, with controlling the anxiety, but the healing wasn't from my part. And doing other things besides therapy. Because again, I don't believe that therapy is the solution to our problem with anxiety. Yes, it's a crutch. It helps us to the first step. It helps us to heal certain things. But I don't believe it's the solution. But again, we want to find somebody, and it might take some time, but we need to try it out and find that person. And again, I could be that person for you. And it might not be that I might not be the right fit, and that's okay. As long as you get the right help, it doesn't have to be with me. I just want to let you know that, hey, I actually do help people in overcoming their anxiety. I've helped countless people to overcome their anxiety. So I know exactly what I'm actually doing. But again, it might not be the right fit for you, and that's okay. That is okay. All I want for you is to get the right person, whoever it is, for you to start getting the direction so that you can overcome your anxiety and heal it. If you are ready to heal and overcome your anxiety and to stop experiencing symptoms, I've created a course where I walk you through a step-by-step process in how to heal and overcome your anxiety. Over there, I will teach you what anxiety is, how it works, how it tricks you, where it is coming from, and why you are experiencing these symptoms and what you can do about it all naturally. If you are ready, the link is down below in the description. Click on it so you can join the course. As well, I'm coming out with a live coaching event where I'll have me for over 8 weeks and a group of people where we'll work together in overcoming our anxiety as a unit so that we can all achieve the same goal. If you did like this episode, please click the like button and leave a 5-star review. The reason why I ask is because the more people that we can reach, the more people that we can actually help. Because again, my mission, my purpose is to help people to overcome their anxiety. That is what I want to do. So if you know somebody that is struggling with anxiety, share this episode with them so they can also benefit. Thank you guys. Take care. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.